Like you're carrying like the hopes and dreams of all those traditional martial artists kind of on your back every time you fight, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a lot of pressure with that, and I'm a traditional martial artist, traditional, karate background, and, I want to keep that alive, all those traditional martial artists out there who think they can't step in the cage just because their style's a little bit different, Yeah, you gotta adapt a little bit to the fight game, but, the fight game's always evolving. But yeah, I do have a little added pressure with that.
What did it mean to you, like, when, as a traditional martial artist, when you saw Lyoto and representing karate? Like, I mean, that must have just been like an uplifting feeling.
Man, yeah, it was an inspiration, really. I mean, me and Lyoto Machida have a very similar style. His style of karate is a little bit different than mine, but man, for all traditional martial artists out there, Lyoto Machida, he brought it back. He brought karate back, and now you see a lot of other karate guys doing well in the MMA world.
What can you say to your fans in Mexico?
My fans in Mexico, man, stay tuned to the fights. It's going to be awesome. If there's any martial artists there, man, keep on training, because one day you could be right here where I am. So, stay positive, keep training hard, and stay strong.
You've only been a professional since 2010. What does it mean? What does it mean for you to be on such a grand stage this weekend?
Well, professionally in MMA, I started in 2010. I was a professional in kickboxing as well before then, and I fought on pretty big stages with Chuck Norris in the World Combat League, but nothing like the UFC. I mean, the UFC is the biggest fight promotion in the world, and they take care of you. Nothing better, to be honest with you. And man, it's different. I mean, totally different than what I'm used to, but just that experience that I had in the past with fighting in those fairly big shows, it definitely helps a lot. So for all those amateurs out there, don't go straight pro, man. Get as much experience as possible before you step up. So just to help you out. So.
There's been a little bit of kind of heat, some trash talk between you guys. Is that, just listening to you talk, it's maybe not your natural personality. Is that going to change the way you approach things, that you guys have had some words?
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be people out there talking trash. But I just use that for fuel, in my training. And I never get emotional when I step out there in the cage. Once you get emotional, if somebody can get you emotionally, then you start doing stupid stuff out there. So you always want to stay calm and keep your head right. But no, I don't let that stuff get to me. You know what I mean? I just let it ride, and I do all my talking in the cage.
You got any predictions for what's going to happen in the main event between Rashad Evans?
Man, let me tell you, these guys are the best in the world. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen. When you've got two top level athletes out there duking it out. John Bones Jones is a good fighter, but man, I think Rashad's got it. We have a close relationship. I spent some training with Rashad for this upcoming fight, and man, he's strong physically, emotionally, and he's ready to duke it out, man. He's very calm, and I think Rashad's got this.
And how has that helped you prepare for this fight, training with Rashad?
Man, like I said, Rashad's got an awesome camp. Previo Athletics down there in Florida is got some of the best jiu-jitsu guys, some of the best wrestlers, and I know Matt Brown's a good wrestler, good jiu-jitsu, and that's why I was there. Of course, I can always work on my striking, but I was mainly there to work on my ground game and my wrestling. But it was a great experience. Those guys are the world's best.
Is there something about your skill set that's probably hasn't been seen, or people are probably underrating?
It would probably be my ground game. Because nobody ever sees it. I want to keep that, to myself as long as possible until I get up to one of those top level jiu-jitsu guys, and they won't let me back up. So that's when I want to have to really work it. I like to keep it standing, because that's my background. And that's what I'm used to, and people want to see a knockout. People want to see that. So I want to give the fans a good show, and hopefully when they leave, they'll have a big smile on their face.
Can you talk about staying focused throughout all of this media fanfare and all this preliminary lead up to this, instead of just being in the gym, grinding it out, sweating, getting ready?
Well, at this week it should be a very light week. Just to break a sweat. That's how it's always been. Because you don't want to get out there and start going hard and get injured. So doing the media this week, it really doesn't bother with our training. We'll get in the gym for probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes just to break a sweat, to keep things loose, and that's about it. So right now, doing all the media stuff, it's going to happen. But it doesn't bother you at all.
Mentally loose as well as physically loose, huh?
Oh, yeah. Are we good, guys?
I think we're good.
Boom. Thank you so much.